This is Sandy with needsribbon.com, and we are coming here for a Let's Get Together to do the paper pumpkin from March 2024. I almost said March 2023. We are caught up on all of that, which is awesome. This allows me to keep caught up on my red box so I don't get a red box pile up also. This one is called Memorable Meadows. And I know that there is an add-on purchase for this, which I just ordered. I missed it. So we'll have to talk about that in a future Let's Get Together. It was an oversight and I placed that order today. So unfortunately, I don't have it to share with you. I got to take a sip of coffee too. Thursdays, if you're new around here, I will let you know. If you're not new around here, you know this. Thursdays are our cray cray night in our family. Like, just anyway, I'm not going to go into details, but they are pretty crazy. So, oh my gosh. So this isn't, see, I'm doing the math. Bear with me. 2013, I believe, was when March of 2013 was when our first paper pumpkin launched. So every year on the March paper pumpkin, they always include a bonus, and I believe this is a bonus. I need some way to. And don't forget, for paper pumpkin, you usually only need really a scissors if there's ribbon in the kit. You know me, again, if you're not new around here, I don't peek ahead, so I just grab generally a bone folder, a block, or a paper pumpkin block, because my first kit that came with the paper pumpkin block was from March of 2013, and I have no idea where that original block is, somewhere. So this is the stamp set as best as I can show it that came with the kit, and I'm not sure if this is the bonus. It's gorgeous though, really pretty flowers. It looks like it's two-step stamping too. So it looks like it's two-step stamping. And then I'm assuming this is the actual kit one because it contains words. So we got heartfelt thanks. Have a beautiful birthday. It's the little things that matter. That's very sweet. You've been on my mind. And then a flower, kind of a meadow flower. So that is our stamp set for the month. And I grabbed the foam pad, and this is that time of week where my ink spots try to eviscerate me. I really do need to read if there's an easier way. Ooh, I'm not gonna do it with scissors this week. If you're new around here, if you're not new around here, you know. I hate opening these little spots. It's just me. And so we always have in our ink spot or a monthly paper pumpkin, because they are a stamp kit. And now I can't get it open. Include an ink spot. So there we go. And I like to get those open right away because, as you saw, I struggle a little bit. Put our scissors, and then again, I always save my tissue. There are things you can do with tissue. You can even do crafts. You could make, if you are a regular Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you have so much probably pool party tissue. If you've saved it, you could make yourself a whole tissue flower garden out of all of it. It should actually be kind of pretty because I love Pool Party as the color. So yeah, it's Pool Party and Poppy Parade are actually the colors in Paper Pumpkin in the box and stuff. So here we are with our Memorable Meadows March 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. And you can either, if you're watching later, you can pause to catch up. Or if you're watching live, you can rewatch later if you need to catch up, or you're probably already ahead of me. Any of those are a-okay with me. I hope this kit, it doesn't look like it has ribbon good because I'm having scissor issues today. So, ugh. And it looks really pretty. That looks like Blackberry Bliss. And so we're doing a card kit that has three each of three styles and really fun envelopes. We'll take a look at those in a minute. I like to flip to the back so we can look at the kit components. Really, honestly, must have woodcuts. Those look like woodcuts. Yeah, I think there are woodcuts in there. And then our colors for the kit are Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Berry Burst, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mossy Meadow, Night and Navy, Old Olive Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Very Vanilla. Very pretty. Wow. So here's some ideas that they have, alternates that you can do with the kit. Again, stunning. So is it? No, that's Gorgeous Grape, not Blackberry Bliss. Okay, I'll buy that. It was just a fast look. So let's go ahead and get our kit open now. And let's flip open to our first page of instructions. And again, with our kits, Paper Pumpkins only in the North America. So we use Imperial and they have a ruler, but all our other kits have either Imperial or metric, but they always have a ruler on the side. I like to work from grid paper, both work, but that way you always have some, if you have to measure out ribbon or something. This is wow, that is very Gorgeous Grape. Vellum. Whoa, we are living large. Wow. Okay, I'm just kind of in awe of this kit. So this must be 3 of our card bases. Actually, look at that. That is a whole meadow scene. You don't have to make the card like that. You could cut. Okay, just saying, it's a slightly smaller. Nope. It, for some reason, it didn't look like it is a standard card size, but you could cut that down and use that as a card layer. Anyway, we need to make it as is, because that's what we do here on Let's Kit Togethers. And so we have 9 of these really fun envelopes. And look at that. The printing goes all the way down. If you don't want to give that envelope away, there's some fun paper that you could have for some alternate products. Use a regular one of our A4 envelopes. And I'm going to set that aside for now. And yes, that is my cat begging for dinner. Not time, kitty. So here is another card base. Stunning. I know I say that every time, but girl, our kits just get better and better and better and better. So there is another, that's a full scene. Okay, so I know we're going to only need one of those. I'm just sitting here in awe of this kit already. Sorry. Oh, shiny penny. And here's another base. Again, full scene. This is a very, very, and I'm not big on florals, but gal, something about it, I think it's the colors that's drawing me in, or the fact that it's printed full across. So we've got our card bases sorted. I like to make our little piles, and I always like to, here's our wood cuts. So balsa wood, I assume, with the laser cuts. Very pretty. So I see 9 wood cuts. So there must be 1 on each. And I'm going to guess 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we'll put those aside. And I'm going to guess that we're going to stamp on this stuff. Looks like they've supplied us with extra. So I like to go ahead in my kit togethers, preemptively just get all our stamping done, because we are not stamping on cardstock. We're stamping on a different type of paper that has a mild coating. And I say this every week that I do a Let's Kit Together, but it bears repeating. They do take a little bit longer to dry, and we're talking about a few seconds, not hours. Darn things. And now I've gooped my table. And now I have inky hands. That's fine. They're just out to get me. Either my scissors or my little ink spot are out to get me today. But we are going to go ahead, and I like to get my stamping. We'll do the kit in order, except for the stamping. We'll do all the stamping at once. I just find it's easier. So for our first card, we need to set up the "You Have a Beautiful Birthday." And you have a beautiful birthday. Not "you have a beautiful birthday," but "have a beautiful birthday." Of course, that implies the "you" in there. And get this out of the way because I'm dropping stuff already. And I like to use my grid paper to line up my stamps. I find it's very proficient at that. And so you want to put your stamp down so you can read it, and then take and mount it on your block. And that's the stampable part. And I like to use the back of my very dry hands. And then I test if it's not sticky, we're good. So we need this funky label shape. That looks like it would be a really cute punch too. Just a hint, Stampin' Up. Unless I'm foretelling something I really don't do. But we want to stamp in the middle on this label. But yeah, that would be a pretty label punch. And yes, I do clean my stamps after, always. So that's for card 1. For card 2, we need to open our instructions a little bit more. Heartfelt thanks on the little half circle looking one. So we're going to set this one aside. We'll bring in one of these. So we're going to stamp on this, the gold. So the gold is toward the top. Heartfelt thanks. Get that mounted. And kind of, there we go. Get that a little stick. Now we're no stick. And stamp our heartfelt thanks. And our third card, we need the "You've Been on My Mind." Okay, so on our flip up instructions, I believe they've started doing this. They tell us what we need all stamp. They break down the parts. That's okay. We're doing it our way. Where is my other label piece? This one on the other end. So we need to have the gold notched in, and the long kind of serif, looks like Times New Roman. Get that. Definitely you're going to want to make sure this one is lined up. It will show. And you know what? Look at that. It's not going to quite fit on the block. And that's okay. We can do it this way. And then prep it. Yep, we're good. And ink that up. And remember, you'll have to repeat this 3 times for each of these things to stamp if you're going to complete the kit as pictured. If you're going to do alternates, knock yourself out at any point. I welcome seeing if you do alternates. Send them to me. I would be happy to post and give you credit. So making sure my hands don't have ink that they'll transfer. So let's go back to card 1 and get this assembled. So for card 1, in the Marvelous Meadows, something. Beautiful, Majestic Meadows? Something Meadows. I've already forgotten. Memorable Meadows. I knew it started with an M. I knew it was an alliteration of some kind. So we need the card base with this one. So this is the card base for card 1 in our Memorable Meadows kit. And I like to fold out. I like to fold back in. And generally that's good enough. If it isn't flat enough, give it a little push with the bone folder if you have one. So first thing we need to do, we've stamped, so we're on step 2. We need to get a woodcut already. Ooh, these are fun. So you want to grab a woodcut. And I would say the darker, you can choose which side is up. But I'm going to say, so you can see more of the dark, you see if you flip it over, I would say so you can see that mild outline would be my preferred front. So I'm going to flip that over upside down. And we need to grab our little adhesive pack here. And so we have some self-adhesive sequins that are embellishment. We have dimensionals and a new kind of glue dot, a big one. And I have one missing that fell off. And that's okay. They always are generous. So we want to put 3 on the back of the tree. 1, 2, 3. And we need to put some on the back of the vellum. So for this one, we have all this vellum. It doesn't look like it's this one, or is it? I'm gonna go over to, because I'm not sure. So no, this big fat, the tallest rectangle goes to card 2. So if you're looking at your double column vellum, why are these? So we have 2 different sizes on here, and it's kind of hard to tell. For card 1, we want the slightly, you see how there's 2 different sizes? We want the slightly taller one, so the slightly bigger one, according to this chart. I'm actually glad they had the chart. So we want to flip that over. There is a front and back. The front is dyed purple. The back is not. We want to flip it upside down. And we're going to need 3 glue dots on there. And trust me, they're as thick as that vellum is, they're not going to show. So it looks like we then go ahead and we can remove the backing from our glue dots. And this is why I like to keep a bowl handy. And we're going to put that, center it left to right, and kind of put it so the bottom edge kind of comes in that water a little bit. And now we need to take the glue dots, the backing off of our glue dots on our tree. I am just really, and you know, I can tell you, for if those that are worried about this, you have up to a 1/4 inch, I believe, that before your card would be considered too thick. If they argue with you, they have a slot at the mail place, but this should be good. So we want to position our tree so it's toward the right with a little bit hanging off that purple vellum. Squish that down. That feels on there very secure. My bowl idea, I'm really digging now. That was an impulse buy recently at IKEA, and already I've used it on a couple kit togethers. I'm done with these for now because we need to finish the rest of them. So we need to flip our Have a Beautiful Birthday over upside down, so we're seeing all white. And now we need our 2, they're saying 2 dimensionals toward the right side. Why just to the right side? So we're going to go ahead and remove that backing already. And we're going to flip it over because it's going to lay over the tree and it wouldn't fit otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and center that right over the purple vellum. And if my daughter watched these, she'd probably be already going, I want those cards. It's kind of her thing. So the last step in card 1, we need to put on 5 of our little gems, which are iridescent sequins. So we need 3 large ones and 2 small. So it looks like, according to the instructions, we put 1 large one there. And you know me, I'm literal when I do these kit togethers. I want you to have the best satisfaction if you want it to look like the kit. 1, 2, 3. So they say we need 5. Oh, I see. Another large one down here, and then a small one off from that. So that is our card 1. And those are where our large, 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 small, small. Okay? We're going to put that aside, and we're going to flip to instruction 2, or card 2. Instructions for card 2. And so for this one, we've already done our stamping, our heartfelt thanks. You go ahead and punch that off. And remember, it's easier to stamp with them still on their base sheet. It really is easier. So for this one, we need one of those really large vellum rectangles, the super tall ones. Flip it over, and it recommends that we put 3, 1, glue dots on the back side, and we need our, which leaf? Our 7 leaf. 7 leaf. Well, one has only 5 and one has 7. I'm sure it represents some actual meadowy thing out there, but if you're not new around here, or if you are, I'm horticulturally fairly illiterate, so couldn't tell you. And remember, I like, so you can kind of see that laser burned edge. So we're going to flip it over to the more white side and call that the back. And they have it there too, where it's arcing to the right when you flip it over. And we need 3 glue dots for that. I like these bigger glue dots. They're a little easier to work with. I hope this is what they're continuing. Oh, we didn't grab our card base. So for our card base, we need this one. God, that's so pretty. I really just want to frame that. But we have a kit to put together. I'll give it a little. So we want this scene facing up. Make sure your fold is on your left as you're looking at it. And we're going to go ahead and remove the backing from our glue dots that are on the back of the purple vellum. And it looks like they're asking us to kind of position it in this upper right corner. I'd say about a 1/2 inch from what they're saying. Little marker is this little sky that's peeking through. About a 1/2 inch from the top, 1/2 inch from the right in. And then we need to take our glue dots off of our wooden meadow piece. And we're going to flip that over and position that so it's a little bit like a 1/4 inch up from the bottom of the purple rectangle, and so that it's kind of going off into the field. Then on step 3, we're going to flip our greeting over and put 2 dimensionals, one toward the bottom right and one off on the left, probably because, yep, they're going to go over parts of that. We can now remove, once you've done that, and remember you'll have to repeat this all 3 times, we can go ahead and put it so that it comes almost to the bottom of the purple. And over on the right, mine isn't exactly like as pictured. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. And now we need, according to the instructions, we need one large one of our embellishments and two small. So two large embellishments and one small. One large one goes up there. One large one goes down here. And then another smaller one they have kind of going off there. So there, that is card 2. So pretty. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to sell anybody on these, but they really are just, I genuinely look forward to these Let's Kit Togethers because the kits are just getting better and better and prettier and in some ways easier. I don't know if that's quite true, but maybe I'm not sure. So we need to bring in our third base. This is the one that looks like this. And I want to attach our little brushed brass butterflies all over this. Really just leave it like that and attach those little brushed brass butterflies that are in the catalog. Just leave it at that and mail that. But we will put the kit together as it is. So for our third one, we need the small purple vellum. We've done our stamping in step 1. So step 2, we need to grab the smallest purple rectangle, flip it upside down, and find our lost glue dots. And we're going to add only 2 glue dots to this, one on either end. And our 5-leaf wooden die cut element. And remember what I'm calling the right side and the wrong side. The back side is the side where you can't really see the wooden laser cut part. So we're calling that, we're gonna put it upside down. And we need to add 3 glue dots to this one. 1, 2, and remember you'll have to, so they had us put the glue dots on the back of the 3 largest leaves. Now, bring our card base in and make sure your fold is correct. So it's on the left, and let's take and remove our backing from our glue dots. These new glue dots are a lot easier to work with. Just saying. We want to put our purple vellum rectangle. Yeah, that's a position. So I'm seeing it just below. So just below that one daisies or flowers center pollinator parts. Like that. And about a 1/4 inch in from the right. And now we need to take the glue dots off, the backing off of the glue dots on our wooden die cut leaf. And we're going to just lay that so the stem is just below the purple and off, whoops. So it kind of just like that. And so we need to bring in our final greeting. Remove it from our sheet. And we'll want to flip it over. And we're going to add 2 dimensionals to that. And if you're watching and not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, how could you not want to be after seeing this beautiful kit? And once you become a subscriber, there are refills for this kit that are available right now, which is amazing. So we want to position this so it is all the way to the right and centered top to bottom over our purple vellum. Like that. And we need Oh, really? Were there? No, there's not 3 different sizes. It is 2. I can't tell what we need. If we need 2 large and 1 small, or were there 3 different sizes on here? I don't think so. It looks like 2. Looks very much like 2. I can't tell in our instructions if we need 2 large and 1 small. How about we go with 1 large up by here, our mind, and 2 small, because we have extra small. Put that one there. I can't tell. I really can't tell where that third. Oh, it goes just above the U, somewhere like that. That's it. That is our kit. Let's take a look at all of them. And just remember, you will need to repeat the steps 3 times for, and where's my envelopes? And God, those envelopes even are pretty. Before I stab myself. And so we have our card 3, our card 2, and our card 1. How beautiful is this kit? The colors, it's easy. The wood really does add something to it. So I thank you for joining me tonight for Let's Kit Together for the memorable Meadows March 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. It's been a joy. This was a fairly easy kit, and it's beautiful. And boy, will those be fun to send. I know where I'm going to send that one since she doesn't watch. So thank you for joining me here tonight, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.